Welcome
to All the Things.
to All the Things with Whitney and Mandy, or Mandy and Whitney. So this is our first episode today. If you like our video, please hit the like button, subscribe so that you can continue to see more videos like this, and hit the ring bell button so you can get notified as we make new videos.
Okay. Yes.
So we started this video. We are aging ladies now, unfortunately.
Yes.
I will be 44 September 15th.
I will be 45 September 23rd.
And so our life has changed. Our looks have changed.
We're excited about it.
Yes, yes. Our skincare has changed. Our makeup has changed. All the things have changed. So we figured we'd come on here. We are not professionals. We are not makeup artists. We are not dermatologists. We are just your normal average gals who are aging like other people around us, and thought we would share our likes, dislikes, what's worked for us, what hasn't, what we think about certain trends, and yeah, just all the things.
That's right. All the things.
So Mandy, how has and we have known each other for like 25 years or something like that now. We went to college together. Besties
Since the
in
90s.
College. Yes, since the 90s. So since your 20s, like what did your skincare look like in your 20s?
Well, when I was 13, 14, whatever age a teenager gets ready to start wearing makeup, my mother took me to the mall to the Clinique counter, and they did the whole shebang where they figure out, you know, what color your skin is, what skin type you are. And for the longest time, I just went with what they told me. So up until I was probably in my 20s, I kept buying the same thing over and over again. Like I didn't know there were other options. So in my 20s, I guess everything changed because I started experimenting and, you know, trying different things out. And here recently, it's all about trying to look not 45. So.
That's hilarious. I never knew that you got started on Clinique, because that's when I had my first, like I had a time in college where I was breaking out like right around here. And so somebody said, maybe it was a dermatologist or something, said go to Clinique. Went to the Clinique counter and I got set up on their 3-step system. I had the bar of soap that you washed your face with.
The yellow lotion.
Really weird because nobody washes their face with bars of soap anymore. And had toner, which was like this alcohol stringent thing that you put all over your face. And then the yellow, dramatically different moisturizer. So weird because you and I have different skin types. So you were recommended the same thing I was recommended.
I think they must evidently, and I've never worked for Clinique, but my mother had the same system and we don't have the same skin type. So I was just assuming that there were different formulas for each person's soap or different formulas for each person's toner. I may be wrong.
Interesting.
But that's how it went.
Do they still sell those?
I don't know, because I haven't been to, no, I bought some Clinique products online, but I've not been to a Clinique counter and I couldn't tell you when. So.
We need to Google and see if they still have the bar of soap that they're selling to people to wash their faces with. So I will say, I did use the 3-step system during that time I was having the breakout. And then at some point I started using Proactive, the thing that you could buy at the little stand at the mall. Again, we were buying all of our skincare at the mall. And that helped. But for the most part, do you remember what my skincare routine was?
There wasn't one.
There was no skincare routine. So up until sadly and embarrassingly, up until 2 years ago, I did not wash my face at night.
She was afraid for the shower water to hit her face.
I still am. But really, like my whole reasoning behind it was I have really dry skin. And so I thought that by washing it at nighttime, it would just make things worse. And so I did not wash my face. Like in the mornings, I would take like a washcloth and just kind of with regular water, like while I was in the shower, wash off whatever's there, but never with any soap or cleansers or anything like that. So skincare routine was nada.
Did the Proactive, because I tried Proactive not when I was really young. I had a spell of acne, I would say in like mid-30s. I'm not saying it didn't work. I think it did help with the acne, but it made my skin so dry. Even with the recommended moisturizer that Proactive makes, I was still so dry I couldn't take it. Like I was skin was flaking off everywhere.
That's interesting. I don't remember. I mean, I remember it helped clear up whatever I had going on. But I don't remember if it made my skin dry. Hey, maybe those products made me think that I could not wash my face at night. I don't know. So what do you use now? What does your like skincare routine look like now?
Well, unlike Whitney, I've always washed my face at night. Even let the water hit me in the shower, believe it or not. But I've always been one of those, unless it was just like 4 a.m. coming home type of deal. There were random occasions I would go to bed without my makeup on, with my makeup on. But for the most part, I've always been one of those who came home and washed their face at night. Now, same thing. I've recently tried a couple of the things you had given me, but for the most part, I've always, in the last few years, used this No7.
Oh, you are using retinol.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't know it had, like when I watched the video you recommended from Dr. Lee.
Yeah.
I didn't realize all the degrees of
that retinol could come in.
Right. And so evidently this isn't very strong because I buy it, I mean, it's not like I have a prescription or anything.
Interesting. So how long have you been using this for?
I would say like a year. There was something I used before that. I don't remember, before I got turned on to this, I don't remember what brand it was, but it wasn't as good as this, so I started using that.
Did this cause you any kind of reaction to your skin? Any burning, flaking, redness, anything?
But I've never been one, I can't remember a product that's ever not, I don't have a lot of allergies, and so, a lot of people can't use things because they'll break out. That's never been a problem for me.
We can test out just about everything, it sounds like, on her.
That is true.
That's good. All right, cool.
True.
All right, so number 7, pure retinol. Awesome. Been using a year. What else? What do you clean your face with at night? What are you using to wash your
Well, I've been
makeup?
through several phases with that. I have, when I was young, the Clinique thing.
Yeah.
When I grew out of that phase, I honestly don't remember what I even used in my 20s. I washed my face, but I don't remember what I used. Here recently, I would say in the last 5 or 6 years, I went through the micellar water phase. Is that how I'm pronouncing it?
Yes.
And I realized, of course, I have dry skin anyway around the nose area. Did not realize the connection, but I mentioned it to you one night and you were like, I can't use that, it dries me out. And I was like, well, duh, that's why my face is getting so dry. So I stopped doing that. And for years I had used, this was a while back, just plain Dove moisturizing lotion bar.
Okay. So you used bar soap too?
Yeah, just when I quit that, I went back to the bar soap.
We're going to get you on some better stuff.
Okay.
We are. Okay, what do you use for moisturizer? Do you use a moisturizer, or is this your
moisturizer? That's only night.
Okay.
For day moisturizer, I go back and forth between Oil of Olay, which I know seems old school, it's like something my grandmother's used, but I've always liked it. And there was one, and I don't remember, I've been on the Oil of Olay for about a year now. I'm trying to remember what the one I used before was. Almay, maybe?
Okay. She might be our drugstore tester.
Yeah, I do use a lot of drugstore stuff when I'm experimenting.
So I see these 2 things. Are you using these 2 things now?
This you turned me on to, and I've almost used the whole thing that you gave me.
Clarins,
and I will be buying more of it because it just, I don't know what it is about it. You wash your face at night and you put it on and it feels good. And I felt like in the mornings when I woke up after using that, I felt like my skin looked healthier. It may have been all in my head, but I really liked it. And it feels good when you put it on too. So I'll be buying more of that.
What about that?
Yeah, I've tried this, and there was another one. I didn't bring it with me because I didn't like it as much as this one. Another toner you gave me, but this one I really like. It smells good for one thing. But also it makes after you've already washed the majority of your makeup off, and then you put this on like with a cotton pad or something, it feels like it gets it extra clean. Even though you've already washed all the makeup off, it really feels good. So I do that before I put the Clarins on.
So interesting. I had given Mandy some of these items because they have fragrance in them, and I am the opposite of her skin type. I am very dry and very sensitive, and so lots of things tend to irritate my skin. So I'll buy things not knowing if it's got fragrance in it, or maybe I know but I hope it's not going to bother me, and sometimes it usually ends up bothering me. So she is able to try pretty much anything, it sounds like, and I, on the other hand, end up having to return or give lots of stuff away because it doesn't work. So this does have fragrance. It smells rosy, right? Mm-hmm.
It's not strong.
I love the smell though.
I know.
See, you say it's not strong. I'm like, that blows me away.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think it's strong.
And this I remember had fragrance.
Mm-hmm. It's not strong. I
Not
promise.
strong?
No.
Okay. And then does your retinol have fragrance?
If it does, I don't pick up on it.
Well, it says fragrance free, but I smell.
Really? So
I smell something.
I don't pick up on any fragrance.
Let me see. It doesn't, I don't see the ingredients in it, so I don't know if it has something, like it could be that it has some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, essential oils or something that maybe
some
is
natural
creating,
thing.
yeah, creating the smell. So, so my skincare routine is, what do we call me? The maximalist while you're the minimalist. So, and I just started all of this like 2 years ago. So it all started with, it was Christmas time. Cassie had bought me some hair masks and some face masks. And after putting on the hair mask and face mask, which my husband thought I looked really cute in, I was sold on like doing skincare and like being all frou-frou.
That's where it all started. I didn't know that's where it all started.
Yes, that's where it all started. So, so this is going to be quite a lot. My daytime, like in the morning routine is I just wash my face with water because I've washed my face the night before and I am dry. And a lot of dermatologists I've seen say you don't have to wash your face twice a day. It doesn't have to be in the morning and at nighttime. So I just get it wet when I'm in the shower. And then the first thing that I use, and I usually use this in the shower, is I alternate days with either the Ordinary Buffet plus Copper Peptides. So Copper Peptides are supposed to help like kind of keep the fullness in your face. I think it's supposed to help with collagen. I'm, again, not a dermatologist, so I'm not sure for sure, but I use it. And it's just like a blue kind of, it's a little bit of a thicker fluid, but it sinks in pretty well. It smells like Elmer's glue.
Really?
Yeah, it does. Smell it and see if you think it does. Everybody says it has a strange smell, but that's the smell I get from it is Elmer's glue.
It smells, but not strong, and I can't place the smell. But anyway.
So you can't use this, and this is very finicky. So you can't use it in the same routine with a vitamin C or with a retinoid product. And so that's why I have to use it just every other day, but I like it enough to want to keep it in my routine. So I do use it every other morning, and I alternate it on mornings with an L-ascorbic acid, which is a vitamin C. And I use this from Maelove called the Glow Maker, and I like it. I've used, this one's pretty inexpensive. I think it's around like 20 something dollars. You can buy it on Amazon. I've tried the Timeless, which a lot of people talk about, which is like $10. And then I've used the $169 Skinceuticals, one that's the vitamin C with ferulic acid. I'm not sure if I can tell a difference between all of the different ones. I'm going to be trying Drunk Elephants next. If you guys have recommendations, let me know in the comments.
Drunk Elephants?
Drunk Elephant,
Where
yeah.
did they
That's a
come up-
brand.
Yeah, where did they come up with the names of
Yeah,
these?
and it's supposed to be a dupe for Skinceuticals. So if you ever, like I have this website I use for dupes, and I don't know how good the website is, but I've used it. So I'll link it in the description box. And what you do is if you find a product that you really like, but it's kind of expensive, you want to see if you can find something else that costs less, you can put the name of the product in there, and then it will show up with like percentages of how close something else kind of mimics the ingredients in that product. So pretty cool. So use those two. And then this is a lot. I use, and this is almost empty, it's my Photozyme DNA Youth Recovery. It's got DNA repair enzymes in it. It's supposed to repair
Your DNA?
your skin, damaged skin cells.
Oh.
So I use that, and then I use Drunk Elephant, the Bee Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. After that,
Are you using all this in one day?
Yep, in the morning.
Oh my
Put it
goodness,
on in the
okay.
morning. Oh my, yes. And then this is my absolute favorite daytime moisturizer. So Dr. Jart, Ceramidin, I think it's called, cream. I use this every morning. And then I started, so I use my tretinoin at nighttime, and sensitive skin type, so I wasn't able, or I've been too scared to try it on sensitive spots of my body, so I haven't tried it yet on my neck or chest, but we get wrinkles on neck and chest too. So I've tried this, it's called Medic 8, and I'm almost done, and when I get done with this, I'm gonna start trying to go up and using my tretinoin on my neck and chest. So I use this. And then I have been turned on to natural deodorants. So it's not an antiperspirant. It doesn't keep you from sweating, but it keeps you from smelling bad. And the stuff smells good.
You've been
and it
hanging out
works.
with Brad Pitt?
Have I?
I don't know. I'm asking.
And then I gua sha. So we'll do a future video on what gua sha is and how you use it. It helps with lymphatic drainage. It's supposed to help as an anti-aging thing, so I do it. Nighttime. I use, I've been alternating. So right now I've just been trying to like get rid of, I've got a bunch of bottles. I'm trying to get empties so that I can like get everything out and gone. But so I've been alternating, trying to get rid of different kinds of cleansers. I use this Avene milk cleanser. So this is a gentle one for your face. And it just like, it doesn't foam up, so it doesn't feel like it's stripping or anything. And then I use deep cleansing oil from DHC. And how do you feel about oils on your face? Like, does it freak you out or?
No.
So yeah, you might try using an oil. But I also like balms. Now I don't like this balm. I was just gonna show it for purposes, but it's like a, let's see if I can get this stuff off. So, see, it's like, you know, it's not runny.
And that's a cleanser?
Yeah. And so what you do is you put it on your face and your face is dry, and see how it like turns into
I guess the body
liquid.
heat does
Yeah,
that.
like the oil. Now my problem with this particular one is it burns my eyes. So I stopped using it, but you can try it. I'm gonna send this home with you.
Well, you just told me it burns. I don't know.
It burned my eyes. It may not burn yours.
I don't think you're supposed to put it in your eyes.
You have to remove your eye makeup.
I was teasing.
Duh. Okay, but that's normally what I like. My favorite cleansing balm is Elemis. I have tried every kind of cleansing balm under the sun. I've tried How I Met Your Mother, Vanilla, Eve Lom. Drunk Elephant's cleansing balm. I've tried, what's the one that makes all the watermelon and different flavors? That's called, who are they? I cannot think of their names. But anyways, I've tried every kind of cleansing balm under the sun. If you have recommendations, send them my way. I may have already tried it, but I'm always happy to try something new. Okay, so I use one of those things to cleanse with at night. Then the next thing I do is I go in with like an essence. So Mandy is using the Deep Hydration Facial Toner Rose Essence. I'm using the Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence. I like it. It feels like very lightly moisturizing. As you can see, I've made it down to the bottom, so I may repurchase another one of these. And then after I put that on, I usually go in with some sort of serum. I really like the Estee Lauder Advanced Repair. I've been trying the Lancome one, Genifique, I think is what it's called. I'm out of both, and so now I'm just trying to get rid of stuff. So I'm using the Aveeno Calm and Restore just as an extra kind of serum step. And then after that, I put on my tretinoin. So I get mine from Dermatica, but there's all kinds of different companies. There's the agency, there's Muse, there's, I think it's called Nursely. I mean, you can Google and find all kinds of different brands. But I like Dermatica. It comes in the mail. You just put pictures of yourself on their website, and then they give you a prescription. I started out low, and then now I'm at tretinoin 0.05%. That's next to the highest you can go. They normally only prescribe as high as 0.5 for anti-aging. If you have like acne problems, they'll go up to the 0.1%, but I don't have acne problems. So I'm probably just gonna stick at 0.5. And then I have 15% azelaic acid in there. So I dab that all over my face. I can show that kind of routine and how I got started and how I progressed, because I had lots of issues using it. And I can give tips and tricks in a future video. But then after that kind of sets in, I go in with Tatcha Indigo Overnight Repair. Now, so I don't know if I said my skin type. My skin type's very dry and sensitive. If you have very dry and sensitive skin, you will absolutely love this. There's no fragrance to it, and a lot of Tatcha's products are fragranced. It is expensive, not gonna lie. I think this little jar is like $80 or something. But if you are oily skin, you will not probably get along with this. It's very thick, and put it on your hand. Tell me what you think. This is a new one.
Just rub the... Feels good.
But you could see how maybe somebody who's oily might feel like it's too...
I mean, it doesn't bother me because oils don't bother me. But if you are If you do have oily skin, you probably wouldn't want to use
Yeah.
it.
And in the wintertime, like this was my savior. When I was going through like the tretinoin uglies and it was breaking out my skin and damaging my skin barrier, like this felt so good. So I do love this at nighttime. It sinks into your skin in the morning. You just wake up with really nice skin.
What's the tool for?
Oh, the tool is so that you can get it out. So a lot of people feel like the tubs and like the things that come in jars are not very hygienic.
I don't like the way it gets under my fingernails. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, and so they've made, some of these companies have made little scoops so that you don't have to put your fingers in your jars. And then almost last, I use this because I'm scared to put my tretinoin up into like underneath my eyes. So I do use this retinoid niacinamide eye serum, and I just use that under my eyes until like, I think once I've gotten through the end of this, I might feel more comfortable taking my tretinoin up. But for now, I'm just using this. And then I jade roll at night, so.
How long does it take? I mean, what's the recommended?
So what I've seen, and I can link a video that I've watched below on instructions, but they usually do it like 10 times in each direction. So it really doesn't take that long. I'd say maybe like 5 minutes. I use the gua sha in the shower. And so after I put my conditioner in, I like for my conditioner to sit there for a while. I'll gua sha during that. And then at night after I finish my skincare routine, I've got like all the stuff on my face. I feel like maybe it helps get it better into my skin. And I just roll for, 10 times in each of the directions, 5-10 minutes maybe. Yeah. So, okay, so we've gone through what our current skincare routine is. Let's talk about makeup and how makeup has changed from our 20s to now.
Oh, wow. Well, in our 20s, let's see.
What did you wear? What kind of makeup did you wear in your 20s?
Honestly, I'm having trouble remembering. I remember obviously the Clinique foundation. As far as lipstick, I don't know why. I didn't wear a lot of lipstick when I was younger. I've had.
Did you wear it in college? You did
No,
wear.
not really. Not really. I would wear lip balm because I don't like to have chapped lips, but I did not wear lipstick really. It's no.
I don't think I.
And I think it's because I've always had big lips. Like I inherited it, and I guess I felt like I wasn't supposed to draw attention to them, or I really don't know what my thought process was, but I didn't wear lipstick when I was younger. So I didn't have lipstick. I wore the Clinique foundation. Eyeshadow, I should remember what I wore, but I'm completely drawing a blank on.
Did you wear eyeshadow though?
I feel like I did. You knew me. Was I wearing eyeshadow?
I don't remember. I feel
like I did, but now I'm drawing a blank on what brand it was or even the colors. I know I've always worn mascara for the longest time. I was on this Loreal, what was it called? Voluptuous maybe.
Yeah, that's been around for a while.
It's been around. I wore that forever, and then.
Did you do the pink and green, the Maybelline pink and green?
I never got into the color stuff. No.
No, they weren't mascara in pink and green.
Oh.
The tube was pink and green. But
I don't guess I wore that.
Super famous tube.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't wear that.
Okay.
I thought you were saying, because there were phases where people,
Blue
do you
mascara.
remember that?
Oh yeah, totally.
That may not have been in the 90s, but no, I never got into that. And was it you or Cammie? Somebody tried to talk me into fake lashes, and I never could get them to stay on. Like, maybe it wasn't you.
I don't think it was me.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made fake lashes back then.
I don't know, but I remember someone trying to talk me into them, and I was like, this is not working for me. So, and I've since, my cousin has tried to talk me into doing them now, and I tried, and it didn't fly. So, anyway.
Did you wear blush?
No, and I'll tell you why. And maybe I had rosacea and didn't know it. I don't know. I always felt like my face was flushed anyway.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to put, and since I've grown out of that and I do wear blush now, but back then, I don't know why, I felt like my face was always red. So I didn't feel like I needed to make it any worse, So I never wore blush when I was younger.
So if you weren't wearing really lipstick, then you didn't wear lip liner either. Do you use lip liner now or?
No.
No? Okay.
Have you ever used lip liner?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I use it every day. Like
really?
I could not go without lip liner.
Really?
Yeah.
That surprises me.
Yeah, but I've got little lips. So when she said she has voluptuous lips, me not so much.
Yeah.
So okay. So what are you wearing now? What kind of makeup are you into now?
You have recently given me this NARS.
Yeah, NARS.
And I really like it. So I've been wearing that for the last, I don't know, month or so.
That's the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation.
See, half of the stuff I've never even heard of. She has to school me on it. So that's my foundation. As far as, and I'm just using these because you gave them to me. You gave me a couple different colors of this.
Okay.
One of them is really bright. I felt like a clown with that one.
You couldn't do it.
So, but I do like this color a lot.
Okay.
So I've been wearing that.
So she's not showing it to the camera.
Oh, so sorry.
Glossier, and this is the Cloud Paints, and this is Eve. So you do like this one?
Yes, I really like it a lot.
And it's a liquid blush.
And then I have literally, this is Clinique Platinum Glow. I've literally never had to buy it because when you do, I've forgotten, you spend X amount of money and they give you the free little care, you know what I'm talking about, the little package?
Yeah.
It always has this in there.
Really?
Literally, I've got like jars of this at home.
It.
And it's the, your highlighter. And I love it.
Highlighter?
I'm like, you guys need to quit putting this in there because I'm never going to pay for highlighter when you keep giving it to me for free.
That's hilarious. I've never even seen this little doodad.
Have you not? I literally have
No.
like 10 or 12 of them at home because they're in the little free Clinique thing every time. And then up until Whitney started giving me free products because she didn't like them anymore, I don't remember who recommended this. It's the Smashbox Super Fan. And it has like you prime your lashes first, which I know seems like a lot of work, but if you're not doing all this other jazz that Whitney's doing that takes 40 years, you don't have to worry about this 5 little seconds it takes to put this on. But it's really, you put the primer, and it goes on white, but it goes away very quickly. And plus you're about to put your Smashbox mascara over it. And that was my go-to mascara, has been for a while, up until, and the brush on it looks like this, just your average. I mean, there's nothing really special. There's nothing really special about the brush.
Okay.
But I just liked the mascara. It stayed on well and it didn't clump up very badly or anything.
Is it waterproof or anything?
I try not to buy waterproof because I feel like I have to literally scrub my eyes to get it off.
Gotcha.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yes, it won't come off when you're crying, but it also won't come off when you want it to come off. But Whitney recently gave me a couple of different mascaras, and this Bite was one of them. And I really dig the brush because you can't tell it.
Is it the hourglass
Yes.
shape? Yeah.
But it literally separates out every lash, so you don't have any clumping at all. And I think it makes your lashes look fuller because it separates them out. And so I need to buy some more of this because I've about used this whole.
I watch a lot of different YouTube makeup influencers, and a lot of them love that Bite Beauty, I think it's called the Upswing mascara or something. And
Really?
so that's why I got it. But I didn't like it on me. I didn't like it on me for some reason.
Oh.
So
You gave me another one, and I'll have to look when I get home at what brand it was. It was in a short little tube, a white tube like this.
Okay.
I don't remember the brand. But it has an hourglass brush like this as well, but I don't like it quite as much as this.
we are going to be doing in a future video, trying on lots of different mascaras and see how we like them, how they look, so that you guys can have an idea of which ones you might like and which ones you may want to buy.
And then, I don't know why I've never felt the need to pay a lot for mascara. So I've always eyeshadow. I've always just used whatever I picked up at the drugstore. And these, I particularly like this one better if you go for like more of a silvery look. It's Maybelline. It's got all the colors and they blend in really well. Someone once told me, I think it was at an Aveda counter where I had bought some hair products, but they gave me they do cosmetic products too, and they gave me a free cosmetic makeover thing. And I never knew this. Like, most people put it on, like when you look at the little things, when you get one of these, it says, you know, this is for your upper lid, this is for your lower lid, yada, yada. This lady was like, I don't do it that way. She was like, I go from light to dark. So she's like, I start light here, and I'm not going up or down, I'm going to the side. And she's like, your most dramatic color needs to be near the edge of your eye. Mm-hmm. So I start with the silver and then go all the way, and the black would be at the edge of your eye. And sort of the same way with the brown tones. And those are both Maybelline, but honestly, eyeshadow is eyeshadow. It's just colored powder, so I don't think the brand on that is very important. And then one of the videos you had sent me, I don't remember the lady's name, and I don't do cream eyeshadows. I've tried every brand under the sun before, and get in. I had read that Halle Berry loved cream shadow, so I don't remember what the brand was, but I bought the brand that she had recommended, and it's awful. I can't get it to not stay creased, and when I close my eyes, it looks like there's camouflage going in there or something. But one of the people you saw, okay, she already had her eyeshadow on, but she just wanted to put this on as like a little sparkle.
Okay.
And it's the only, because I've got lots of powder, like glittery shadows, lots of powder ones. And they look good on, no doubt, but they also get all over your face in places you don't want to be glittering. This, because it's liquid, I guess, and this is CoverGirl Exhibitionist, it stays where you've put it. It takes like 2 seconds to dry, and you just shimmer it over the eyeshadow. Did I do it today? I think I did.
Yeah.
And it stays on your eye, and you don't end up with glitter all over the rest of your face.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And that's
Lipstick. You didn't go over your lipstick.
this is that balm I gave you. I can't stand for my lips to be dry. And so this was like a 6-pack with all kinds of different flavors. Honestly, the flavor is not important. It's called SkinFix. When you normally order from them, it's just going to be like a blue tube. This was like a special, you can buy the 6-pack with all these flavors. They have one that I really like called Mint, but it's got coconut oil, which I had never heard of until I bought this as being an ingredient for lip balms. But it says lip repair, and it really does make your lips feel a lot better. So if you like that,
I need to try that. I had no idea. I use SkinFix, their face moisturizer, but I did not know that they made lip products. Cool.
Is coconut oil in the face stuff too?
I don't know. I'll have to check and see.
This is just a lot of the times you buy color stay stuff and it dries your lips out, which I cannot stand that. So I stayed away from those kinds of things for a long time. But then someone recommended this. It's Revlon Color Stay Moisture Stain. And it's true. It is much more moisturizing than any other stain or color stay type of product I've ever used. So
interesting. I've got some of those kinds of products that are supposed to stain. I'm not so sure that they really do. So we'll do a future video on which ones stain the best and which ones don't. What about, last question for you, do you use eyeliner?
Oh yeah.
You do use eyeliner.
Yeah,
okay.
I brought some. And the only thing I don't do is I once tried liquid liner. I think it was when I was trying to do, and I felt like an idiot for even thinking I could have done this. Do you remember when a couple years ago,
Cat eyes.
the cat eyes were the big thing?
They still are.
Well, I can't do them, so I'm trying to make them go out of style. I bought liquid liner. I don't remember the brand of it, but it was something. I went and got some that I consider to be really good. It was like either Estee Lauder, I don't remember, but it was a name brand because I thought, well, I don't want to screw this up. I can't do it. Like I don't know if my eyes aren't, I don't know what the problem was, but it was a disaster.
Practice.
And I guess I didn't stay still long enough for it to dry, but I held my eyes like perfectly still for as long as I could. And at that point, my eyes are watering and I'm like, I'm going to have to close my eyes or I'm going to lose it. And I did, and it still wasn't dry. And so I looked like a Halloween character or something. So I went back to just this is a Rimmel that I had I thought I brought another one. I have a couple of Almays, but they're just, this is L'Oreal.
Do you put it on your top and bottom?
I do the waterline. A lot of people can't.
Do the waterline.
I'm not freaked out by it. A lot of people can't stand getting that close to their
Can
eye.
you do the upper waterline too?
No, I've never tried.
Okay.
I just go, right above my lash line.
Yeah.
And I don't go all the way, and I don't know if this is true or not. The same lady that was showing me the eyeshadow gig said that it makes you look younger if you have, like, let's say you're using eyeliner, use the lightest color near the inside corner of your eye. Mm-hmm. I guess that makes your eyes pop a little bit or something.
Yeah.
And then keep the darker parts to this side. So I don't go all the way to the inside of my eye with the liner. I do have a white liner, but I didn't bring it.
I've seen some beauty influencers use their highlight and just dab their highlight right in the inner corners.
That's an idea. I never thought about that.
Yep. Oh. So for me, I was trying to think back to what I used to wear, and really I didn't wear probably anything except for foundation, There were some years that I wore mascara and others that I didn't, because depending on like how dry my skin was and how heavy my moisturizer was, a lot of mascara, even when they were waterproof, would still like smudge underneath my eye. So I stopped wearing mascara for a long time. So I really just used foundation to kind of even out the color of my skin. And I always wore lip liner and lipstick. So those were like my big things. Never wore blush, rarely wore eyeshadow. Pretty much like if I wore eyeshadow or eyeliner and mascara, it was because I was going to a wedding or, you know, some sort of big party. But that has all now changed, sister. So once I started watching like YouTube videos and getting into makeup and wanting to try things, I wear, and I'll show kind of what I like, but I wear a foundation, obviously. I wear blush now, which I sometimes am like, do I look like a clown or does this look cool?
I know, it's when you start putting it on, especially the cream ones, you're like, okay, have I been looking at myself too long? Like, because now it looks normal, but I may step away and somebody look at me fresh. I'm like, that chick has on a lot of blush.
Yes. So, you know, viewers, let us know if we're wearing too much blush or if we're doing it right. And then I started doing not like contouring in the way of like doing my nose and chiseling out my cheeks and stuff like that, but I started like putting the contour like right here just to give a little bit of cheekbone definition. But I'm having a hard time really telling the difference between like contour and bronzer. So I kind of wear them both the same ways, kind of in the outer perimeters of the face. Like I'll do the forehead right here, and then I'll usually go along the jawline. So I do use either a contour or a bronzer now. And I wear mascara every single day, and I always lip line and use lipstick. So I use a lot of different stuff. Some days I want to, like if I'm going really professional for work or I don't want to look shiny on, you know, a Zoom video or something, I'll go with something like really matte, which is my Lancome Tint Adole. I love this stuff. It's a good, like close to full coverage foundation, but it doesn't like look cakey or, you know, too heavy or anything like that. So this is a good, like takes the shine away. But, you know, we do a lot of skincare so that we do look glowy and shiny. So there are different ones that I'll use that kind of help enhance that. I've got the Synchro Skin from Shiseido Radiant Lifting Foundation, which kind of, you know, is a glowy foundation. I've got the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue, and this is a really good one, and it does give you that, you know, extra glow as well. If I am like maybe wearing something that I want to be glowier, but it's not a glowy foundation, so say I really wanted this full coverage, but I know it's not glowy and I want it to be a little glowy, I can always put some stuff underneath it to kind of help the glow come out. And so Huda Beauty, this Glowish, I will use underneath that, or I will also sometimes use the famous Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So you can use this thing for just about anything you want. You can use it as your foundation. It's just gonna give you like a little light sheer coverage. You can use it underneath a more matte foundation to give you more glow, or you can use it on top of your foundation as a highlighter. So you can put it on the high points of like your cheeks and I forgot to mention, I do highlighter now. So love this stuff. I had been really into the IT Cosmetics. This is a full coverage. It says it's a CC cream, but it's very full coverage. Now I'm starting to feel like it's a little too full coverage. So I don't know, I go back and forth with this one. I love the Dior Backstage. This is one that's really buildable. You can make it sheer, you can make it medium coverage, you can make it full coverage. And I do have the Luminous Silk, so if anybody wants to see what this looks like on, we can do that sometime. But the only drugstore, there's 2 drugstore foundations that I've tried that I like. I don't try a lot, so you might be more of the drugstore trier-oner one. But I've got the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. This is a good one. I saw a lot of YouTubers recommending it, so I tried it and I have really liked it. It's not quite the best color match for me, which is why I think I don't wear it as often as I could. But it's a good one. And then there's a Loreal, it's got like 1% hyaluronic acid and it's a serum. And I liked it, But then I started reading that it can be more drying for dry skin types. And so then I got a little nervous about it and I just threw it out. But it was really good. So anybody else may try it. So those are my foundations. Not going to go through like everything I have, but I like for blushes, like if I'm looking for something that I don't want to put on a highlighter, like these MAC Glow Play blushes will basically be like your blush and highlighter in one. I like, let's see, I do use the Cloud Paints, the Glossier, like Mandy does. I like the Hourglass, they're called Ambient Lighting because they also are like a blush and highlighter in one, but this is a powder instead of a cream. So I kind of go back and forth between powders, creams, and liquids. And I don't know what I would say my favorite is. If it's probably my favorite is probably creams, and then maybe liquids last because they're a little harder to like.
Are you talking about as far as highlighters?
No, for blushes.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I think probably powder comes in second because it's pretty easy to work with.
You gave me a I don't remember the brand, but it was like a cream highlighter, and I feel like I guess because I've been using that for so long, I feel like I can't regulate it as much.
Really? Is it this? Is it this?
It may be.
I think
it's a much thicker container than that though.
Because I was thinking I gave you a say.
It is, but it may be. It does have a black lid, but I think it's a much thicker.
Okay, you'll have to look when you get home. Because I love the liquid highlighters. I like to just like put a little bit and then just tap it on. I've tried the powder ones before, so I've got. Where's my powder highlighter? It's a Bobbi Brown one, and oh, here it is. And I don't know, like I have a hard time sometimes seeing it on the skin.
Oh, really?
Like when I put on a highlighter, like I want to see it. And I'll put this on, and like I had this one, and I had a Benefit powder one, and I just don't ever feel like I can see them. Oh, so I don't know. And then of course I wear lip liner and lipstick and mascara, which we're gonna do a mascara try on, as we mentioned earlier.
Do you put it on your lower lid?
Okay, so that's a great question. I like to, because I think it looks better. I think it gives you like brighter, wider look. But I just can't find something that's just not gonna smudge right there.
I quit putting it on my lower because I can't, like you said, it looks great when you're leaving the house, but an hour later I go to the bathroom and look in the mirror and I look like, you know, a hooker or something because it is all down like here and it just looks terrible. And so I just finally quit putting it on the bottom.
Yeah. I bought this, I'll let you see it, but it's called Annabelle Skinny Mascara, and it's like, I mean, it's the littlest wand and it's so cute. Like it really does make your bottom eyelashes look like just really pretty, but again, it smudges. So
yeah.
I'm going to try like putting tubing mascara there and see if that's any better. Like if that doesn't smudge, surely between the two of us and between our viewers, we will find something to put on our lower lashes that doesn't smudge.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what some of our future videos will look like, some of the different things that we will be doing. So, you know, as you can see, we've got a lot of different you know, skincare products that we have tried. So we might try different things. One of the ideas that we had was each buying some different eye creams and trying those and doing some before and after, you know, images and telling you guys, you know, whether or not it's beneficial. Some people say you absolutely need an eye cream. Other people say just use your facial moisturizer everywhere. So we're gonna do that. I've got some new kind of skin tools, gadgets that we're gonna try and see how they work out. I've got the new Face Mini, which is supposed to be, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it right now. It's a toning device, but microcurrent. It's microcurrent technology. There's a lot of different ones out there. This mini is different from the regular, just in the fact that you can't use the different attachments, but otherwise it should work like the regular new Face does. So I'm gonna try that. I've also got, let's see, this LED teeth whitening kit, because as you age, the stains from the things that you drink, coffee, tea, Cokes, all that, it's still sitting there. So I'm gonna try some of this, see how much that helps. And then last but not least, my husband, who will be making appearances at times, is
Against his will.
handing me. This is my birthday present. So my birthday's not here yet, but he's gonna let me use
You
it.
used to always make fun of me for giving birthday like my mother and I, for some reason, she can't wait till her birthday. You're like, you always give her a present early. It's like she always asks for it early.
Well, it came in early, and he's gonna let me use it. So this is an LED mask. So red light is supposed to be really beneficial for anti-aging, helping promote collagen and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see if that works. So we'll do some testing of some of these different products. We'll have some sunscreen videos. We'll have some of our favorite blushes, our favorite lipsticks. We'll do the test on, how lipstick stays, how well, the different kind of stains work. We've got some hair tools. We're gonna do a video where we're gonna use a Bioionic and a L'Oreal Steam Pod hair straightener on both sides of our heads and see which one works the best. So all kinds of good things coming up. So you guys stay tuned. Again, like we said in the beginning, if you like this video, please hit the like button, comment below, subscribe to us, and hit the little ring bell so that you can be notified of our future videos. So thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.